have a question. Would you ever be able to sleep again if it was mandatory that you go to bed with this teddy bear every night? I know I wouldn't.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
I wanted to say, if you're religious, please keep me in your prayers. If you're not, keep me in your thoughts. You know, those are the two currencies that Republicans love to use. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm in mourning because this happened. Okay, I should be wearing black. I should be attending my own funeral because sis came over here and snatched Idris Elba out of my hands and out of my reach. Congratulations, sis. I'm glad that both you guys engaged. I hope that you find happiness, even though you did in fact take my man away from me. Y'all already know what day it is. It's Tuesday. So what that means is that For the Culture Podcast put up a new episode on fortheculturepodcast.com. So, you know, there's only so much that I can fit in a 15 minute video. So if you're interested in some extended ass analysis, go to fortheculturepodcast.com and get your lot. Now this is really quick because he just posted this shit on Twitter and I said, you know what, girl? And he was just like, girls, don't try this at home. I'm like, girl, you look like you're walking around in Jumanji or some shit. Like, girl, are you a life-size Monopoly piece? Get out of here with these Willy Wonka built ass shoes I'm not here for. Bitch, we're moving the fuck along to another photo. Bitch, this had me screaming. This is the last picture we'll talk about and then we'll get to the news, but girl, this shit was funny. Apparently in Pennsylvania, somebody pretended to be an employee at a farmer's market and stole some shit. And this is the portrait that they gave to the police. Like, this is official. This is an official portrait from police. Like, girl, and they're saying that this portrait led to the capture of this man. I'm just like, I mean, I know like most of my facial hair is gone, but like his lips are constructed like razor blades, bitch. Oh my God, and speaking of interesting ass portraits, girl, let's just go and talk about it now. Miss Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, you know, they were at the National Portrait Gallery and the girls were over here giving them their official portraits. Now, Michelle Obama went up there and did a cute speech and she's like, girl, I'm happy. You know, now that this is a young girl can see someone who looks like them when they come to this institution. I was like, yes, ma'am, girl. Obama's over here saying, you know, I'm so grateful that you captured the hotness of my wife. Like, it was just a cute event. Now, before I'm critical, because I'm gonna have to be sadly, I just wanted it pointed out that Amy Sherald did Michelle's portrait and Kehinde Wiley, hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right, did Barack's portrait, and they're the first African-American artists ever to be commissioned by the National Portrait Gallery to do official portraits. Now the first one we have is Michelle. Now Amy Sherald did this. She's a very accomplished ass artist, obviously, and I'm sure there's reasons for it, but this particular portrait wasn't feeling it too much. Didn't give me, Michelle Obama gave me a little bit more Olivia Pope. Obviously she has talent and skill, but just this particular portrait I wasn't feeling it too much. And here are a few examples, some more examples of her work. So she's accomplished, she's talented, she knows what the fuck she's doing. It's just, I just wasn't feeling this one. Barack's though, this shit, I loved it. I loved it. Kehinde Wiley did it. These are a few more examples of his work. This shit, that shit looked good as fuck. He was sitting down, it seemed like he was at Highgarden or some shit, or in the Gardens in King's Landing, sitting with Olena Tyrell. You know, I thought that there was a reading session about to be going on, but I would be really interested to know what you guys thought about it. Hopefully I'm not too mean, but I'm happy that we're getting these African-American artists out there. It's just that one particular didn't rub me the right way, no Christina Aguilera tease. Speaking of rubbing someone the wrong way, Chris Brown has managed to do that yet again, and I thought that he would run out of ways to do it, but it seems like, I don't know, his mind is very creative in all the ways that won't pay off. Chris Brown tweeted that he wanted to go on tour with Beyonce, Bruno Mars, and Rihanna, and Twitter was just like, girl, who the fuck, first of all, who the fuck you think you are? And a lot of people were just like, you know what? Y'all are just too pressed, y'all are mad. All right, so I'm gonna put this shit up. What is this? What do you see here? A gold certification. And then the rest, and this is his latest album that just came out. And we're talking about, and if we're talking about Bruno Mars, Beyonce and Rihanna, who all had fucking platinum ass albums, then we're not even talking about the fact that he created a whole 45-part song and called it an album, and then we're not talking about the fact that y'all can't see why we're apprehensive to have him around these fucking women, as if he's just turned his life around, as if, you know what I mean? Girl, he's left a trail of destruction in his fucking wake. Girl, why the fuck would we, as fans of Beyonce or Rihanna or whoever, be excited to have his ass around a couple of women that we care about? I wouldn't want Chris Brown around a baby goddamn squirrel, much less, you know, a female artist that I care about. Girl, you can kiss my ass. Oh, the media hates Chris Brown. No, Chris Brown hates Chris Brown. The amount of shit he puts himself into shit, and y'all getting mad. Oh my God, when we fucking make it apparent that he's still abusive as fuck. And he gets on the stage. Girl, I mean, there were a bunch of lies going on Twitter talking about this man got hit after hit after hit after hit, more than the rest of these people that he talking about going on tour with. I'm sitting over here like, damn. I mean, what, Beyonce got 6 or something? Rihanna got 14 #1 hits, and Chris Brown got 2 #1 hits? And you think it's completely unreasonable to say, girl, yeah, you might have peaked once upon a time, sis, but you can sit your ass down talking about you gonna go on tour with a few of the highest selling, most creative artists there. Girl, sit your ass down. And I'm not taking away from Chris Brown's talent or whatever is left of it. I'm not taking away from his accomplishments, as I said, but bitch, I'm talking about what you can do now. And y'all seem to be mad that I point out the obvious, but that's what I'm here to do. So, speaking of music and talent or lack thereof, the show The Four came on and I was just like, okay, sis, it was being advertised and promoted. I was like, all right, girl, I don't like watching that shit, but usually I pay attention to Twitter, and if there's a rising star or something, then I'll get excited. But I don't usually watch those vocal competition because half the hoes on there don't have no goddamn vocals. So we have Mr. Vincent is out here. I'll show you a quick little video of his ass performing. He did the damn thing. He has vocals for goddamn days. Miss Evie, the champion, came out here giving us Tina Turner type of rolling. Bitch, I said you better, and she was giving you, we gotta get the good system choreography though, we gotta help her out with that. But girl, she gave you a performance and she was living for it, she was giving you vocals. Girl, it gave me everything that I fucking needed, okay? So these two wonderful ass performances, I'm hoping that Vincent's career pops off as well as Eddie's. But yet, the first thing that went viral, that I saw from this show, I called her this on Twitter, was the Jamaican Taylor Swift that y'all tried to push up on my ass with those Grinch dreads. And I'm not saying that she isn't a talented artist. I'm not inclined, nor do I feel the need to seek out her music or listen to what she has published. But I'm not saying she has no talent, but girl, in that particular song, she sung Rihanna's Man Down. And it's ironic because after those notes hit me like enemy fire, I truly indeed became a man down. I was defeated in battle. How offensive. Apparently this Trumpy Bear bullshit came out a long ass time ago and it's just now getting traction. And I thought this shit was crazy as hell. I was like, girl, is this satire? Are y'all making fun of Donald Trump? What the hell is going on? But I mean, the company was just like, girl, no, we need to respect the president, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not sure if they released that statement as even more satire, if they truly mean it. I'm not buying a Trumpy Bear, but I thought this shit was funny. What's not funny is Donald Trump is out here tweeting and defending accused abusers instead of the victims, instead of the multiple women that came out against him. And I'm talking about Rob Porter. Trump tweeted, people's lives are being shattered and destroyed by a mere allegation. Some are true and some are false, some are old and some are new. There is no recovery for someone falsely accused. Life and career are gone. Is there no such thing any longer as due process? Now, there were too many complete sentences and correctly spelled words for me to think that Donald Trump actually was the one who physically tweeted this out, who typed this fucking out. They are over there freaking the fuck out because of Rob Porter. They're hiring all types of Olivia Popes and Annalise Keatings to come in there and fix the situation. It is indeed ironic that Donald Trump is so concerned about due process when everything that has been his political career has been about obstructing justice and preventing due process from happening, especially if it involves, especially if this is directed towards not only himself, but the people, his cabinet and people that he's around. Yes, girl, there is such thing as due process. Yes, girl, we want to get down to the actual facts, but if you prevent a trial, if you prevent an investigation from going on in the fucking first place, girl, how can you defend yourself? The reason that why you bitches are so shook about this shit is because you understand that you've done some fucked up shit. It's because you are well aware of the corruption, of the stupidity that has just drenched the White House. And you're afraid that if somebody takes a magnifying glass to that ass bitch, that they will discover the foolishness that you got our taxpayer dollars in. So you talking about wanting due process and shit, girl, start at home, sis. Bitch, put that wig, put that fucking toupee through a trial. And I don't care if you have to go back to Game of Thrones and do a trial by combat, but something about that wig also needs some due process, girl. And I don't think we can find jurors of her peers because any other fucking toupee or wig would not be constructed like that. Not legally, not on purpose. And with that, you can have a good goddamn evening.